y'all. Welcome back to Lay It on the Line. It's your girl Jamila.
And your boy Miles.
It's been a minute, but thank y'all for joining us. If you have not already subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, share, and tell all your friends about us. Miles, what's been up?
Oh man, cooling. What's been going on with you?
Just been chilling, enjoying the new year.
Yeah.
I had some topics that I wanted to run by you. I know the last time they saw you, it was on the male and the female panel. Questions that people had with
Yeah.
the women and with the men. We did have another question that we didn't get a chance to talk to that they gave us after the show.
Yeah.
I want to get your opinion. I give my opinion, and we see what their opinion is. It's basically, why do some women get mad or assume that men are trying to go out of town on guys trips to be unfaithful? Do you feel like when men take men trips that a woman should automatically assume that they're trying to be unfaithful?
Nope. I think that comes with insecurity, trust issues, which run together, or it's been some situations that's been already happened in the past or present with their relationship.
Okay, so let's speak on the first one, insecurities. So you got a couple, they've been together for a while, maybe they travel together, and now the guy want to take a guy trip.
Yeah.
It could be he want to go hang out with his friends because it's a bachelor party, or men just might want to take trips with their friends. If the woman start tripping because she's insecure, what's something that you would think that you can tell that man or tell that woman to help ease their uneasiness when it comes to being insecure? Because to be insecure, something had to have happened, whether it was in that relationship or a previous relationship.
Well, I can only speak for the women. I can't say what you know what I'm saying. But I mean, me personally, I think that insecurity could come from past relationships, depending on what it is. If it did come from a present relationship, it all depends on the current or when it happened, the event of it, how it happened. So, but if it's nothing in that caliber, where in that situation to where it wasn't nothing dealing with what y'all had going on, I think maybe it just be some guilty conscience. Feel like maybe she didn't did it or seen somebody do it and thinking that's what her man gonna do.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
from a man's point of view, when a woman says she want to go and take a woman's trip, what comes in your mind? What do you think about that?
Y'all go have fun.
But I see on social media, because y'all know I like to scroll on social media, a lot of guys feel like when women take these girls trip because of the movie that they seen, they just automatically assume that the women are going to go out of town so that they can go be thoughts.
Well, so this go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end of the day, just like women assume men want to go out of town to mess around, and some men think that a woman want to go out of town mess around. That's insecurity, right?
So
but
do people only cheat when they go out of town?
That's what I'm finna say. So what makes a man or a woman think that they have to cheat when they other go out of town?
Mm-hmm.
They can do it in the city.
Yeah.
You know,
where did it come from? Like, where did this rumor come from that girls trips or guy trips are to be slutted out?
Well, sometimes you gotta understand. You have dudes, they got partners. Them boys straight up, they is what they is. They gigolos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can't judge me off of what my homeboys are. My homeboys gigolos, they single. Mm-hmm. That's what he chose to be. He might have been in a I know dudes that was in relationships and gave they all to a woman, mm-hmm. and that woman hurt his heart. So he was like, fuck a woman from this point, and just went straight cold. Mm-hmm. So it's not saying that he a bad dude. It just he put his trust. Experience. You know what I'm saying? And some women feel like, you know, like if you hang around, if I got my woman hang around a bunch of females that got thought tendencies, are they friendly cootie cat giveaway? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They got the friendly coochie.
Yeah, they got the friendly coochie and friendly too. Oh, with tipsy, I want to be, you know, because some women get drunk and don't know how to maintain. They get too friendly, and that's more easy for when women go out on girls trip. Women like to drink, take a lot of shots. These jokes can drink, and when you drunk and you get tipsy, if somebody not really sober and paying attention, it's always gonna be dudes sitting back lurking like, oh, they getting full. Let's go ahead and drink with.
So do you think that when girls go out to drink, or when they go to the club or go out on their girls trip, that they don't have one sober friend?
All of them getting drunk, so somebody got to be more sober and clear minded.
Because drinking does impair your judgment, but do you think that like the average woman doesn't have the willpower to know like, hey, I'm not interested in you.
It's they hopefully in the mind we hope that's what they will.
Because I've been on girls trips when I was single. I've been on girl trips when I was in a relationship. And because I know that I'm not trying to be with nobody, like I go out and I have fun, guys to try to approach. And I can be friendly, but I can be friendly and still turn you down and still have a good time. And I don't think that that should be looked at as disrespectful. I think like you have to have boundaries. So like if your woman or your man goes out, I'm the type of person, I don't mind if my man want to go out and you go dance with somebody. That's what you do. You keep it classy, you keep it respectful. Same with a woman. Like I think some men, they are uncomfortable with their woman going to a club having a good time and dancing. If that man ain't touching and groping and grabbing and dancing disrespectful on the woman, I think that it should be okay. And if you and your woman can pass that while y'all are in town, I think that there should be some level of trust when you go out of town. But you know your woman. If you know your woman friendly and she got friendly coochie, then that might be the reason that there's some insecurities. And a girl's trip or a guy's trip ain't really the problem. It's
Already
what's in the relationship.
So I just feel like it should be trust because I'm not gonna deal with no woman.
What would cause you not to trust a woman on a girl's trip? What's some things that would make you feel like this ain't the type of woman that I would trust on a girl's trip?
The actions that I see within inside the city where we at. Let me know right then. If you can't control yourself when you're in the city, when you out there freely
and don't nobody know you.
Nobody know you.
Yeah.
Who's to say? It's gonna go beyond because if everybody getting toasted and doing what they doing, who's to say?
Yeah, but do you think birds of a feather flock together?
Somewhat and somewhat not. I don't really believe too much in that because I tell people all the time, like people always say married couples should hang with married couples. Nobody married should hang with nobody single. I don't believe.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up because what if all your friends get married and you the only one that's single? So now you have no friends.
I don't believe that because I feel like it's people that's single that actually don't really do nothing.
They have morals.
Be on their partners that's married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I was single, I had partners married. I'm not they wives love me because I'm not the person they gonna see like you have. So prime example. So you say like you got a couple of partners that's married or woman got a homegirls that's married, right? But every time he or she come to a get together, they got a different person with.
Yeah, we know those type of people.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got a different person, so they don't be like, nah, almost because every time the person comes, this one got somebody else. Now, if you always come and you by yourself, they don't know who you messing with. Then they be like, well, you know what? I don't ever see nobody with this person.
Right.
So I can respect that person. You out with that person, I know it's okay. When you go out, you get home. You and I ain't keeping you out. You ain't out till early. If you gonna stay out till 7 in the morning, don't put my name in the equation.
7 in the morning. Talking about if the homeboy hanging out till 7 in the morning.
Drunk homeboy. Yeah, don't say I was with Miles. No, homeboy.
Yeah, you better have some proof talking about you at Miles' house at 7 in the morning because that's disrespectful.
Yeah. Now, but my thing is, at the end of the day, I've been times where I got full and I ain't just
fell asleep.
No, I'm not just saying fell asleep. That my partner was going. I'm like, look, man, take my car and drive my car home, and I'm finna jump over here and ride home. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me trying to drive you to the house, and then me trying to drive. So if he go home, his gas it costs well, man. Miles gave me the car, and then go to the house. He'll be here in the morning. If you pull up in the car, you pull up, and pick them. You be like, who car you in? A female gonna be like, what car you in? Who? And then so she gonna be like, okay, well when he come get it, I need to see who it is. Same thing if a female come home, that's your homegirl car. Okay, well I need to see your homegirl come over and pick this car up. Then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But back on subject. I think that if I'm gonna deal with somebody, you gotta trust me. Like you want me to trust you.
Yeah.
If you think that I'm doing something, then I'm gonna say to my mind, that's what you guilty mind must feel that way.
So are there rules that you feel like should be set in place prior to going on the trip, or I mean, because we're grown, like
respect. Just be respectful. Be respectful for yourself. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I say is, I request is that you out of time, let you have fun. But if I call you, you need to answer the phone. Not know you see me calling, you don't call back at all. Oh, I ain't had a phone with Moses. Come on.
Yeah.
Sometime in between, you could at least pick them and say, are you straight? Yeah, I'm not saying I'm going to call you out there. I'm not trying to hold up the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I call, answer that phone.
Yeah, and I think that's respectable, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you're going out of town, especially if you're out the country. Like, you really just want to check on the person that you with, make sure, hey, you having a good time, you enjoying your trip.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with that. I don't think that people should, and this is my personal opinion. I don't think that people should feel when they go on a girls trip that they should cut off communication with their significant other just because they're on the trip.
Because that makes seem something different. Because if a man do it,
Yeah.
why you couldn't answer your phone?
Yeah.
Why you didn't do this here?
Yeah.
Why are you rushing to get off the phone with me?
Yeah. I mean, I personally don't like when people don't answer my calls. Like, I can call you, and if you don't answer the phone, I'm going to get mad. Like, why this ninja ain't answer his phone?
Yeah.
Shoot me a text, be like, I'm going to call you back.
Or
So,
listen,
if you talk to your person every day, why would you go out of town and now you don't talk to them every day? Don't change it up.
Exactly. So now the problem come in because if you do that, then if I go out of town, I do it, then you got a problem. You women will send a long dictionary to a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Do
saying?
y'all read those?
Huh?
Do y'all read the long dictionary?
Hell no. The only thing I do, you send something to me long, whatever I see at the first top, I respond to that first top half. And shoot.
Ladies,
right
let me talk into this camera. Ladies, these men, they have short-term attention span. So when they upset you and it's something that you want to let them know, put it in one sentence, send, and then put it in another sentence. Do not send a paragraph. Me, I send like a couple sentences, put a space, then I send another. So now I'm not even finna send a long text no more. We gonna send send a voice memo. But y'all listen.
Hell, I don't.
You ain't gonna listen to a voice? Golly.
You do better send quick shot. Whoop whoop. Where you at? Or I'm mad at you. I mean, for what?
You done pissed me off. Send.
Exactly.
Don't call my phone because I got attitude right now.
Send.
I ain't gonna be home tonight. I'm going out.
Send.
Bye. There you go.
And then the man replied back.
There you go, y'all. Advice from the street therapist himself.
You ain't read it. Nope, and I'm not for the read.
See, that's why y'all have problems because y'all don't read. A woman gonna tell you everything in a text message that she gonna forget to say verbally because you have time to sit there. You're mad, you're texting, and then you done had all the typos because you're angry texting. So you get a chance to read it again. So now you have expressed everything. So if you really want to know why she upset or how you pissed her off or why she mad, go back to that long paragraph that she sent you, and that's how you gonna know. Cause she done texted, now she don't even care to say it no more.
Well, be honest, I probably delete that motherfucker. It'll be in the phone though.
Don't never delete nothing out your phone.
I was leaving it in there so you can always go back and look at it, but I'm not gonna be reading the whole thing. I'm just telling you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I better read if you send 3 letters.
See, that's the thing. That's why y'all men need to be able to have receipts. Women have receipts because we don't delete nothing
I got receipts
until storage get full.
Yeah, well, my storage ain't get full. If I gotta screenshot that son bitch and save it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
But I just feel like I'm not going. My thing is give the same respect that you want me to give you. If I go out of town, you blow my phone up, you calling me, what's going on? I'm gonna talk. I ain't gonna be rushing you to get off the phone. What's up? But I'm not gonna stay on this phone long because I ain't gonna be paying for these roaming calls.
I don't think you should be rushed off the phone. Like, you should still continue to be compassionate with the person that you with. Still love them, make them feel. Me, if I'm going on a girls trip and I have a man, that's at home while I'm on my trip. When I get to the room, because you're gonna change clothes throughout the day, you know what I'm saying? I might send a text or I might call, be like, "Hey, babe, I miss you. Just letting you know we got back in." It's nothing wrong with that. So if you don't want drama, even if you're gonna do some dirt, you know what I'm saying? By not answering the phone, by not responding to them, that would make me feel like the person really doing something.
You doing something, or you got some people or some folks out there y'all linking, chilling with.
Yeah, like if somebody don't know that you got a man or they don't know that you have a woman, because why you got to be all secret and
like what's secret about it?
Yeah,
and that's my whole thing. So that they'll play a big factor. So I'm the type of person. If you don't want me to do it, you don't do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Yeah.
If you see me calling and you don't answer, no problem. I'm gonna do the same thing.
So
and women like
that's that pettiness.
Women like say that's petty. Okay.
But it's petty, and a woman to do it too, and it's petty when she do it.
So But my point is, don't text me. You see me call
me back.
Why you ain't answer the fucking phone?
Yeah.
Like you don't even know what it is that I might want. It ain't that. It ain't the fact that I'm just calling but you don't know what it is that I might need to tell you something that I need you to hear, then send it on a text message.
Yeah.
I might don't want to text you what I need to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See what it is that I want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or pick up and I might say, hey, this is what I need you to do. I need you. You know what I'm saying? Send in the text. I ain't gonna explain because I need you to hear me clear what I'm speaking to you about.
And people can't determine your tone or your mood from a text message because if I read your text message, I can assume that you have an attitude. Or I can assume, oh, it's not that important.
Yeah.
But if I pick up the phone and I can hear your voice, now I can tell, oh, dang, I should have been called because you really needed me.
Yeah.
And sometimes people assume that you have an attitude, and if you just pick up the phone, you'll see like, nah, you read that wrong. I don't have an attitude.
Yeah. So that's what I say. So don't text me after I called you,
Mm-hmm.
because now I feel like you.
Well, what if they text you back and be like, hey, I'm busy. What you want? Because they can't talk, but they can read the text.
Well, it depends on the situation where you at.
Okay.
If you at work, I can understand.
Okay.
But if you out and about,
Yeah.
it ain't no reason for you not answering no phone.
That is true.
There's no reason. Because if I go out, a woman
They're gonna
will go your
expect the
phone and
same
expect you
thing.
to call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm like this here. Call it petty, but I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm gonna do your game. I'm gonna do you or you. I'm gonna pull a you on you.
So two can play that game. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't,
yeah. So
if you
call
don't
me
want
petty.
him to not answer your
Call me
calls,
petty.
then you need to answer the phone.
Yeah. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's something small that
Mhm.
can be turned to something major when it shouldn't. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my point is, I always say, treat others like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Or it's in a relationship wise.
Yeah. Well, you got to teach people how to treat
Yeah,
you
yeah.
as well. Because
Just
if you
respect.
with somebody and you just ignoring or you just sweeping under the rug what they doing, then they gonna be like, oh, well, she ain't tripped. She okay with that. Oh, she let me get away with it. So she must not have a problem with it. But when you really do have a problem with something and you're not voicing it to that person, then they don't know. So you have to teach them. So if you got a problem with something, you got to open your mouth and say, hey, I have a problem with this, and you got to stand 10 toes down. I'm not going to accept this, because the first time you accept it, that's letting them know, oh, he okay with it. I can get away with it. You got to shut it down. You got to teach them, I'm not going for this. And if you do it again, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, gotcha.
And if they care, they're going to stop doing it.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, and you can't hold grudges forever either, though.
Man, so many people have problems with holding grudges and bringing up stuff. If you're going to forgive them, you really need to forget it.
Yeah.
You know, get over it. And if you're not going to forget it, you just need to forget to bring it up.
Yeah.
Because if me and you get into it, and if I apologize to you and I say, listen, I'm sorry you felt that way. I didn't mean for you to feel that way. I can't control that what I did or said hurt your feelings, but I can tell you I never meant for you to feel that way. So if tomorrow or next week come up and you want to throw in my face that I said or did something that hurt your feelings, dude, I just told you I was sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to keep bringing it up, I'm going to remove myself from around you because you ain't let it go. So I'm going to let you go heal however long it take you to get over it, and when you get over it, then we can be back cool again. But I'm not gonna let you keep on making me feel bad because I hurt your feelings.
But how long? You know the cold part about it, and that's true, because but a lot of people seem to hold grudges. So say if I messed up,
Okay.
and I know I'm dead wrong to the messed up,
Okay.
and I apologize, and I'm showing you all type of ways that I'm trying to make it right with you, right?
Mhm.
How long you gonna continue to hold that grudge over me? Feel like I have to pay? I feel like if you forgive me, I'm not saying you should forget about it, but you forgive me, cool. And I understand the first 6 months, maybe a year, I'm trying to build a trust back.
A year.
I'm just saying, if the build a trust back, like I'm trying to prove to you, hey man, look, I've been showing you this. What I'm doing everything you want. Try.
Okay, so am I milking this? Because that's a long time. You must have did something really bad, because that's a long time for you to try to get my trust back.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. 6 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Some women might hold longer. You know, some women might go.
I don't want to be mad that long, to be honest with you. Yeah. That's a long time for me to sit here and to be harboring that feeling. And I see you doing everything. So let me answer this part for you. And this is just me. I can't speak for other people. You did something to me. It upset me, but I see you trying. The old me, I probably would be like mad and then use that as an excuse every time I want to do something to throw in your face. But the mature me, I see that you did something wrong, you apologize, and I see that you're trying to work it out. Just because I like to protect my peace and I don't want to be mad all the time, I'm probably going to think about what you did depending on the severity of what you did, but I'd rather just accept your apology and not focus on the bad that you did, but enjoy the gifts, enjoy the apology, enjoy you trying to be good to me, because why do I want to sit here and be mad and think about what you did to hurt me when I could just try to push it to the back of my mind or forget and move on and enjoy every day that's good, because I don't know if another bad day is coming up. So let me enjoy all this goodness, because it's gonna be good till it ain't good no
So,
more.
so let me ask you this real quick before we go on. If your man cheated on you, you caught him red-handed. How long you think you can? If you willing to forgive him, right? So not saying you're gonna forgive, but if you willing to forgive him, how long you think it'll take you to get over? But he's showing you everything he can to try to prove
Okay,
you right.
so in the last show, I did tell you that cheating is a deal breaker for me. So if you
Hmm.
cheat over me and I find out, it's no coming
So
back
it's
from that.
so, but if you accept
Now,
the
in the
man,
past, I've been in a relationship where somebody did cheat on me,
yeah,
and I chose to forgive them.
okay,
You know, I forgave them, and I tried to get past it and act like I wasn't bothered by it.
yeah,
And I think that I got over it until they did it again.
yeah,
And when they did it again, that just let me be the person that I am now. Like, I can't forgive you no more, because some things you might can just get past. Like, not from my experience. Let's just say, for example, you're in a marriage, you got some sick kids, or your health might be bad. So I'm not servicing you. I'm not having sex with you. I'm not being intimate with
yeah,
you. I'm in my depression because I'm sick, or I'm caring for my sick
yeah,
child.
yeah,
So I neglect you as my husband. I'm not giving you permission to cheat on me. However, if by chance you had a weak moment and you cheated on me and you come back and tell me, well, you know what? You haven't been taking care of me. I tried to talk to you about it and I just can't get through to you. And I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt you. I might can understand, because at the end of the
you
day,
neglect,
I'm not taking care of
you
you as
neglecting
my
me,
man.
yeah,
So you didn't try to disrespect me. You just had a weak moment, and maybe months went by that we wasn't intimate. I can understand that, and I can try to forgive you, and then I can work on myself. Like, okay, well, I can accept blame, or I can just accept the fact, well, I don't want to accept it.
yeah,
So it's really up to that person. But to me, certain scenarios can determine how I move past it. I might be willing to get over and move past and forgive you, because I know that you a man, and I let 3 months go by and I ain't touched you and did nothing, and you been asking for it, and I told you no. I can understand that. But if I'm over here and I'm washing your dirty drawers, I'm giving you head, I'm having sex
yeah,
with you, I'm helping you with these bills, and you go cheat on me with somebody, especially if she a ratchet somebody.
hmm,
No, ninja.
yeah.
I'm ain't no forgiving, ain't no forgetting. I'm gonna make your life miserable. As long as you in this house, you gonna see a ugly, angry face every time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make you remember what you did and how you cheated on me. So you might as well just leave me, because I'm gonna
Because you
make
ain't
it.
gonna show
I ain't
no.
gonna forgive
So
you.
you just gonna. It's basically just like if you want to stay here, you gonna go under my rules. How I'm gonna
It ain't
stay
gonna
here.
be no rules,
I'm
because
just saying, but
you might as
it's pretty much your rules because
if you
it's
break if you cheat on me and I'm doing all the stuff that you told me that you needed in a wife or you needed in a woman, and that's not enough to make you faithful, you have to break up with me, because I'm gonna make your life a living hell.
so
And that's
he
how
fall under
women
your
are.
rules.
He can't fall under the rules. She's hurt, she's
He
bitter,
under
she's
your rule,
broken.
but your rules is nigga. You can stay, but shit, it's on
He
my
should
terms.
I'm telling you, he
But he
shouldn't
shouldn't
stay.
stay.
He shouldn't stay.
And that's how I mean, because my thing is, why should a man
She gonna make your
suffer?
life
Me
miserable.
personally, I'm a grown man. I can love you, I can care about you, but I'm not gonna sit here and you not gonna make me pay for this shit
Yeah,
forever.
and women will try to
A
make
woman
you
would
pay
do that,
for
but
it.
if a man you feel like you need to stay there,
Yeah.
man, you crazy.
And a man, vice versa. A man, he might not nag the woman the way that the woman might nag the man, but the thing that a man will do is, well, who was it? How many times y'all did it? Was it better than me? Was it bigger than mine? Women can't stand that.
I want
But
to
if
ask
it's
all
gonna
that shit
eat you
anyway.
up, but men, man, I'm telling you, men do it. And that's why I say, why ask a question when
You
you
can't
know that
answer
you
it.
don't want to answer? Me telling you all of these things, is that gonna make you feel better? Is that gonna make you forgive me? No, it's gonna make you hate me more. So my advice to a man, if the tables was turned, if you know that you're not taking care of your woman, and for any reason she step out on you and she tell you, or you caught her and you want to work it out, don't ask questions that's going to be
In your
laying in
mindset.
your head.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to help you get past it. If you want to forgive her, you might not want to know all those details, unless she told you she cheated on you because your sex is whack. Then you can ask her, well, what did he do? And then now you could tell him what Machiavelli did on the side, because now you can try to do it yourself.
But yeah, but at the end of the day,
Some
man,
people need help
yeah,
with sex.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
some people don't know. You wouldn't know if your sex is bad if nobody never told you it was bad. If you only had sex with one person in your life
You won't
and
know.
she told you it was good, and then you get over here with Susie and Susie be like, "Dang, your sex is whack." You thinking, well, why is it whack when when Jennifer said it was good? You know,
Yeah.
well, it was good to Jennifer because she ain't had nobody but you, so she
Yeah,
don't know the
she don't know the
difference.
difference. Yeah, and
So
that go both ways. Then some women
you
feel,
gotta you could
and
teach.
and that go all the way around the table. But a couple things though, um, I think something that I'm not gonna do and a man shouldn't do, shouldn't have to beg, ask, or tell you to satisfy. If I gotta ask, beg, or tell you, I'm not gonna ask you at all. And when I quit asking, don't ask me no
So
questions.
what is a reason that you think that a woman can justify not giving her man
That's
sex?
what communication come in for.
Mhm.
And you communicate and figure why I'm depressed or I got this. Okay, what you depressed about? Or I'm not feeling this way, or because you do this or that. Okay, well let me fix on that. Because
Mhm.
if you truly love a person, you're gonna try to do all the right things to make that shit still go
Yeah.
and work. You know what I'm saying? And until you do that, if you don't do it, it's gonna always be a hit and miss. You whoop whoop. But at the end of the day, no man should stay in no relationship that he feel like he appreciative in.
Mhm.
Me personally, I don't give a damn. If I don't feel appreciated, I
Mhm.
don't feel like I'm put first,
Mhm.
but you want me to put you first, then it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, and it
So,
should be a problem.
and if you want to be down with me like you want to be down with me, you say you love me. Actions. I'm an action person.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying? And then, but
Let's say the man is the one that's falling back and the woman wants the sex and the man is not giving her the sex. What is something that how can a woman approach, because that's a sensitive subject for men. So like what is a way that a woman can come to the man and be like, you're not satisfying me or you're not giving me enough attention to make you understand what she's saying without being offended by that?
it can be several things. The woman might just be a lazy woman. She probably just like
No, no, no. The man is the one not giving the woman sex. I'm saying.
because he probably, well, it can be several reasons. It might have been some things she did. It might have been he probably just, she don't do, just lazy. She probably just lay, don't want to get on top, don't want to do mission, don't want to dog it, just don't want to do nothing. Just
So a man wouldn't want to have sex if she just got one
because they
position.
get boring.
Right. Okay, boring sex.
Yeah, that's boring. So
Okay.
what? I mean,
So
truly,
what would you do? Would you try to spice
I
it
would
up?
tell her, like, baby, look, man, we gotta do something different. This here,
Mhm.
it ain't no different. A man just get on top and he keep jackrabbing you. You want a nigga to keep jackrabbing you? You know what I'm saying? And there's got, and then but some people meet, like, you got women out here that meet dudes and been do like dude be wondering why nigga ain't messy. He got one time because your shit probably was trash. It might have been stinking. It might have been, and nigga don't want that shit no more. So and
Mm.
nigga might be like, nah, let me stop, nigga. This shit is dead. And it be same thing with women. Women be like, nah, this nigga trash. But sometimes you can be like, bitch, you really turned me off, so I wasn't into you
Yeah.
like that. So because I wasn't into you, I ain't give you my best because once I realized like,
But let's say they're in a relationship and then like the man just start not asking for it or not trying to get it. Like.
well, it can be several reasons why.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It could be boring, or it could be something that he been asking for so long, and he just decided to stop asking and doing.
Mhm.
So it's to the point where he don't care no more.
How does that make, as a man, not just you in general, but like, cause you a guy, you have friends. When you talk to your buddies and y'all talk about sex and stuff like that, if y'all talk about sex, cause I know women talk about sex, do it make you feel a way that you have to ask your woman, or do you feel like I should be able to look at her and she know like I need this or I want this?
Well, I feel like y'all should know each other body. Y'all should
Mhm.
know each other chemistry. You should know. You know what I'm saying? If your woman, you go in there, and your woman see you like, well, you always on hard. Cause you turn me on. That's why. And
Right.
then mother might be like, you get hard for everybody. No, the fuck I don't.
Right.
I get hard. Why
For
y'all so hard?
you.
Because Negro, if you notice, I'm always hardest when I'm around you. They're
Mhm.
like, if I touch you, you should be automatically ready to turn on.
Mhm.
Sometimes, yeah, we can do foreplay. Sometimes we can do certain things to get us both going and get us in
Mhm.
action. And I understand sometimes you can be tired, you can be drained,
Mhm.
exhausted, so you might not be so up in tune,
Mhm.
to be just ready in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that can be both ways.
I hear a
But
lot of people that complain about that part. Like the man come home and he just automatically want the woman to be ready, and there's no effort into the woman because just because you are aroused it's not going to
Yeah.
automatically make me
Yeah,
aroused.
you might be
So
tired,
men have
drained,
to try to go
do
a little
something.
bit above and beyond to get the woman
Going.
on that level.
I mean, and
Yeah.
it happened to all of us. You know what I'm saying? There been times I might have come and want something, and I was ready, but at the same time I was tired too. And a woman like I'm kind of, and I'm like, well, I guess we'll go to sleep because
Just that
I'm
lazy.
not, I'm not, yeah, because I'm not into no mode to be
You
trying
ain't
to get
trying to
up,
get that
do no
extra.
extra.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like let's do this sleep sex tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but I'm just being honest. Like if I'm
Right.
up and I'm dirty, or even if just say you both there and you know if this person got to go to work early in the morning, y'all schedules are different. You can't be trying to stay up to 1, 2 in the morning and be expecting me to correct. Look, we should did
Yeah.
this at 9 o'clock when
Right,
we was
right.
up.
So when it's late, you need to go and get a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. But if we
Yeah,
got
but we
time,
got
now
time.
it's some
Let's do this stuff
romance can
here. Let's
go
get this
into
romance
it.
stuff early. Not let's wait. I know, cause I know I'm be sleep. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Then now here it is at this time. You want me to get up and
Yeah, I
want me to
think
do
that's
it?
an age thing because think about when you was in your 20s, you wouldn't have gave two damns about you got to get up in the morning and go. So as you
Yeah,
get older, you might try to plan it out. But I know me back in my 20s, age and time and somebody got to go to work. None of that stuff.
didn't
You
matter.
ain't you ain't even think about that. You know, the young people, they ain't got to worry about that for a
But
while.
now they don't. But you gotta watch because you got a lot of these little young motherfuckers out here pretending to be older than what they are.
Speaking of older people, I wrote this down because I wanted us to talk about it. There's a 39-year-old man. He's a tattoo artist. I saw a post on Instagram today. No, it was on Facebook. One of my Facebook friends made a post about this tattoo artist that's
Yeah,
39. He ended up with this young girl who obviously looked like she was a lot older than what she was. She got pregnant for
yeah.
him, but she did not tell him her real age until after the fact, and come to find out she was like 16 years old.
Damn.
And people are trying to say like, oh, he should have known. The conversation should have been a red flag. I feel like there. Well, actually, I commented on this post because this one girl was like, you should know a 16-year-old when you see a 16-year-old, or you should know a young girl. And my advice, or not even my advice, my feedback was basically number one, a lot of these girls are younger than 15 and 16 and they look older than me and I'm almost 50.
Yeah,
But some of these girls, they grow up with their older siblings or their older cousins, or they have been molested as children. So
yeah,
that kind of advance them. Their bodies develop faster. They get boobs, they get hips and butt. But because they're already watching this stupid stuff that they see on social media and on TV, they hanging out with they friends that's older. It matures them in a sexual way to where I can approach you as a grown man and my 15-year-old self, but because I look like I'm 25 and because I hang with these girls that's older than me, that's been through some stuff, now I can trick you into thinking I'm older because really you're not thinking with this, you thinking with that, and that don't pay attention
yeah.
to. I haven't showed you no ID to tell you, to prove to you that I'm older. So in that scenario, with that man being 39, and I would hate to think that the girl on the picture is the 16-year-old because that girl looked like she about 32 years old. I don't know why legally it's illegal knowing that the girl gave a fake ID or lied about her age. Maybe she wasn't going to school every day. She had money. She looked 30 years old.
Yeah,
She's sleeping with you like she been sleeping with somebody for 20 years.
yeah.
Why is it you instantly go to jail, you instantly become a sex offender because this little girl lied and you have proof that she lied and you didn't know? Why? Have you ever experienced that or seen that or known anybody that's dealt with a situation like that? You're a grown man, but you got tricked by a girl that looked like she was grown and she's a teenager, and now that person is in trouble because either her parents found out and now they want to press charges, or like him, she got pregnant and then she came out after the fact saying that she was a minor and now he's in trouble for it.
Yeah, well, first of all, yeah, anybody nowadays, you down there got to ask for ID. Even way back when I was about in my 20s, I mean, this girl said she was old. I said, let me see your ID. And because anytime you 17, 18 years old, you got some type of ID.
Well,
You know what
these
I'm saying?
kids nowadays, they
Yeah,
don't even carry no
yeah,
ID
but
with
but
them.
even though, but that was just come. I know I had ID at
Because you're supposed to
17.
be trying to
Yeah,
drive,
yeah,
and that's another thing, Miles. Back in the day, we couldn't wait to get our driver's
yeah,
license and wait to get a picture ID. These kids now, they don't care about an ID. They don't care about driving. They're like, oh, I'll Uber. So for a young person, let's say somebody 20, 30 years old that are themselves don't carry ID, it would be nothing to them to meet another person that they think is their age that don't have an ID.
Yeah.
Is it fair for the guy to get in trouble when the girl is telling him, like, she could be saying, like, I got a kid, like, I'm out of school. You don't see her going to school, so you
I
assuming
knew
that
a girl
she's
like that.
grown.
I knew a girl like that. She was like 15. She had a baby, and but she looked. I mean, you wouldn't think she was 15
Mhm.
because she was developed like a woman is today.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And but the fact that if somebody was to see her, you wouldn't think like some kind of conversation, depending on
You
what
talk
they
to them long enough, you
long
could
enough you
tell.
like tell unless
But you
they
got
been
some
running the
older.
streets.
Yep, they got
Because I'm
that
gonna tell
street
you why.
sense.
When we was in middle school, I
Mhm.
knew this girl that
Mhm.
was in school, and she had older sisters.
Mhm.
Now, mind you, it were a number of girls in this house,
Mhm.
and she had older sisters. But she used to hang with her sister used to get her in the clubs when she was underage.
In middle school, she was going to the club.
Yeah, middle school, she was just underage, period. Even by the time I got to high school, her sister was older.
Where was the parents?
The mom was like, they used to like messing with D boys. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
the sisters were old. They was going to Aldine. They was, you know what I'm saying? They was at Aldine High School.
What year was this? Cause I went to
No,
Aldine.
this we was in middle school. The sisters
Okay.
was in high school.
Okay.
They were probably down to seniors maybe,
Okay.
and she was just young when we was in middle school. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? But her sister used to always dress up, wearing weave, makeup on her face. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they used to get in
Make
the
her
club.
look older.
Yeah, because then she was still had a size on, like she wasn't no little short girl, but she still had, size on it to where she can
She
you
could
if she
pass
goes with
for
everybody, come
older.
on, y'all can get in here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I know for a fact, even when we was at the schoolhouse, it was a lot of them girls at the schoolhouse, and it was a teacher. I ain't gonna call his name, but it was a teacher at the school. I know for a fact were busting a lot of them girls, and they were giving it to them though.
Is this at the middle school
No,
or
this
at
at
the
the high
high
school at
school?
Eisenhower. Anybody with Eisenhower know who the hell I'm talking about, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Mm.
So everybody. So, but at the end of the day, you can't really tell. But if you hold a conversation long enough, you will. Because
Yeah.
even in middle
But
school,
they say that men mature slower than women. So if you got this girl that's fast, that's growing up under her fast ass sisters, and then she hang with you, like, let's say you in high school, you could be a senior,
yeah,
this girl is in junior high, but she look
look
like
like,
she your
and
age,
she telling you,
and you still immature because you're a high school student. You can go to jail because
yeah,
this little girl
lying about
portraying
everything.
that she's older. I don't see. I need somebody to help me understand, like, how is it that these girls don't get arrested?
Yeah,
Like, they should be arrested. Where are they moms at that's allowing them to be in a club to put themselves in a situation to even trick a young man to ruin his life when you knew that you was underage before you stepped foot in this club?
yeah, yeah. But I mean, it is though because it been. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think every man that ran to a girl that was underage, everybody have until you just talk and you realize like this little motherfucker young.
What you think the consequences should be for that? Like, who do you think should be at fault?
Well, the girl, if she's showing you some type of ID, but man have to use your common sense.
Mhm.
You have to use common sense too. This is
Mhm.
when your wisdom and common sense come in to understand
Mhm.
and really distinguish if this girl really underage.
Mhm.
If I meet a girl and she say she's 21, well, go in the store buy some liquor. I ain't got ID. Well, I need to take you home. I need to meet your mom. You got mom and brothers and sisters. I need to see who
Mhm.
they is. You know what I'm saying? Because now you telling me something I don't believe. Like
Yep.
it been times where some girls, when I was probably about 19. It was some little young girl. What's up? We was at the store and they trying to house, and they gave me a phone number. I say, so I called one day. Cause I'm like, man, something don't seem right. So I called one day and they called to their house,
Mhm.
and when they answered the phone, and the mom was like, no, they're not here. And I said, excuse me, let me ask you a question. How old is your daughter?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And she told, I said, you need to beat their ass.
That's what I was gonna say. She need to
You need to
beat
whoop their ass
their
because
ass.
they out here giving dudes number and saying they older than son. But son just told me to call, and that's why I'm calling. I'm asking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you need to
Yeah.
whoop their ass because they out here lying to folks about shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I guess something that we can share with our viewers, red flags when you are a man dealing with these little young thoughts that's looking like some grown thoughts.
Yeah.
If they don't have no ID, red flag.
Yep.
If you haven't If you've been talking to them for a
You
while,
ain't
you need
seen
to
their
try to
house.
see their parents. You
Who
need to
they
go to
are.
their house. If they always coming to your house and never taking you to their house, that's
Something
a
wrong.
red flag.
Yeah.
If they ain't going to work every day,
And you
that's a
trying,
red
yeah, where you
flag.
getting your money from? How you making money?
Exactly.
So how you doing a living?
Because a lot of these girls, oh my goodness, I just seen a video about a week ago. Little girl, she might have been 13 on the street. Her mom, if this was in Chicago, I think, she was out there selling the friendly coochie, and her mama came out there and she bust up her little business, and she was like, this is just a child. She need to take her behind home. And the girl was like fussing with her mama, just mad. But she actually looked like a little girl, but she was out there selling it.
But you got a lot of cats that they like that.
Yeah, but I feel
I
like the
had,
parent,
yeah.
if your daughter not, that mama knew her daughter wasn't at home, or probably knew her daughter was getting money that she couldn't explain. As a parent, not just as a mother or a father, but as a parent, when your children bringing stuff in the house and you know you didn't buy it and you know they can't afford it, question it. When your daughter is skipping school and the school calling, or you as a parent need to be looking and making sure what your child attendance is. You know, your daughter started being developed and she ain't on no birth control and
Yeah.
she's starting to spread. That's a red flag, you know.
Cause these are girls out here, like you say, these girls. Back in the day when we was in school, you only had a few girls that was developed at a young age, and but nowadays it's more of them now.
All the hormones in
The
the food.
hormones are different,
Yeah.
but still at the end of the day, they actions, how they talk and see. Cause I like when I said when we was in middle school, there was a girl named Keisha Grassity. Boy,
I don't
Keisha,
know Keisha, but Keisha, I hope he
Keisha
got something
Grassity.
good to say about
I
you.
mean, I don't know what shit. 'Cause I haven't seen her since we was in middle school. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But in middle school, Keisha was built like a grown woman.
Keisha, you still built like a stallion,
Everybody at the
girl?
school wanted you. You know that. Keisha coming up that red lipstick on her lip. Keisha had big heels, booted, everything. She always sit behind me, rubbing on the back of my head. I'm like, you better stop playing with me, girl. Stop playing with me. But I ain't seen her in years. Last time I seen her, remember when the dollar movie used to be over there in
Yeah,
Greensboro?
by Kmart. Well,
No, right
oh,
there.
in Gears
Yeah,
Road.
Gears Road.
Okay.
I'm talking, damn, we talking about back in the 80s,
Yeah, I remember when that used to
early
be the
90s.
spot. Yeah.
Last time I seen her, she was working at that movie theater, but I ain't seen. But she ended up going, I think, to Nimitz though. But I mean, I hope she's doing good for herself. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that she was fast or nothing like that. I'm
You
just
just said
saying
she had a nice
she,
body for
her,
a
her,
little girl.
yeah, for her age, I think we were like 14, 15 years old, and she
Mhm.
was developed like a grown woman. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it,
And that probably had to be hard for her as a young girl
yeah.
being developed. I'm sure she attracted a lot of thirsty men,
Yeah.
you
I mean,
know.
she's dressed nice. I don't know if her mom never used to dress her nice like that,
Mhm.
but I know she was wearing lipstick in school.
She probably was sneaking to wear the lipstick and taking off when she got home.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because if I have a daughter that's developed like that, I'm probably not going to okay her wearing lipstick, something that's going to make her look older to attract the older man.
I mean, but I mean, she was a good girl. I can't take that from her. But it's just
Yeah.
the fact that what I'm making a sample is, it was only a certain amount of girls that I know that uh was shaped. But nowadays it's way
All
more.
of them. Yeah. You
Like
can
you
go
don't.
to the school and you don't know the teachers from the students.
Yeah. So it was like damn. So but then it was the fast. It was some that was fast too. They was
Mhm.
at school high. They were fast. You know what I'm saying? And but they were like, but you got some. I know it's so many cats out here. They look for younger girls.
Yeah.
That ain't my that ain't my preference. I prefer older
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
But you got cats they like that. They might know this woman girl young.
Yeah, I think that when you have the men that are predators that's looking for the younger girls, it's more of a control thing because they can't probably sustain a relationship with a mature woman, but you can manipulate a younger woman and kind of groom her to do the things that you want her to do. That's why they go out there and look for these younger girls because they're more impressionable, or they can probably force them into doing
Manipulate them.
things,
Yeah.
manipulate them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make them do stuff because they young, and they all in love, and they got them doing stuff. But key word, man, y'all gotta question them. Forget that ID. You need to show me more than what
Yeah,
you
because
know.
they can have a fake
Cause
ID.
nowadays it ain't nothing to get fake IDs
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But my thing is, shit, if they too close to 2019, man, I'm gonna skip them.
But what if you are somebody that's in your 20s?
Okay, I'm in my 20s.
Yeah, so the girls looking like they 20 something and you in your 20s, like what
Oh, I'm in
advice
my
would
20s.
yeah, like what
I'm still
advice
asking
would you
for
give
ID.
for the men, like, but you just they could have fake
So
ID.
so so then it goes to the next level.
Mhm.
So you ask for ID.
Speak to your camera
So you
and
ask for
tell these
ID.
men how they can avoid these situations.
Okay, when they say they're a certain age, take them to places that you know is an age to act to get there, and you can find out if that's what's gonna be really be what it is. If they can't show you no form ID, leave that shit alone right there. And then you be like, hey, where you stay? If she stay with somebody, she stay with somebody. If she on social media, I'll be trying to figure out who the brother, sister, mama, somebody, some type of family member, reach out to them if that's the case. But me personally, if I'm in my 20s and you can't show me no form of ID because you say you're older, I'm just gonna leave you alone. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna put yourself in that. Don't put yourself in that situation. That's just period what it is, man. And you know, regardless she, cause she look fine or cause she cute, nigga, like my grandma say, quit thinking with your head between your legs, think with the one on top. You know what I'm saying? Think with the one on top will keep you out of a lot of situations. Because looks, you letting your eyes overcome your mind. And
Mhm.
when you let your eyes overcome your mind, you find yourself in a
Make
situation.
mistakes.
And I can't hold you accountable for it because she lied to you. But this is when your wisdom come in, man. You gotta understand and say, hey man, you know what? I gotta protect myself. Because these little motherfuckers will sit out here and lie. But you
Mhm.
gotta protect yourself, man, at any cost. At any cost. And it don't matter what it is, what they doing. But at the end of the day, if they ain't got shit, you don't need to be wasting your time. Well, they need to get themselves together. That's just me.
Mhm. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this session. As a recap, women and men when they go on they little trips, they girl trips and boy trips, you should have trust
Trust.
and loyalty. So if you trust your woman, then it shouldn't be a problem. If you trust your man, it shouldn't be a problem. When it comes to older men getting trapped by these young girls, yes, it's not fair that the woman can do this and get away with it and then you go to jail. But as Miles told y'all, what you need to do is check the ID, go to their house, check their house, because if they grown, most likely they live by themselves, or if they live with somebody, then they shouldn't have to get permission to have you to come over. So check out those red flags.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us again with Lay It on the Line. Your girl Jamila.
Your boy Miles.
See y'all next time.